Give me some of the gain. Give me a little bit of the gain. Give me a little bit of the gain. Hey, say something real quick.
Hey,
Hello,
check the
how we
1
doing?
2 1
What's
2.
up?
Check 1 2.
My God, that's beautiful.
Oh, you're beautiful.
I'll stomp at you.
Make
You.
me. Oh. My jacket was a little too warm and now I'm a little too cold.
Oh.
No, I was
You're
like
so
fancy.
festive. Oh, you.
My mommy bought this for me.
That's the least surprising thing you could have said to me.
Fuck you.
Your style is not only expected, but impeccable.
I like it. There we go. Hello, everybody.
There we are.
Welcome to episode 247 of the Camcast.
247.
There we go. There's that energy we were missing last time around.
I said I was going to create more fanfare.
Yeah, perfect. The podcast that already misses the Forrester Fucks.
Yep.
Yep. Rest in peace.
Forrester fucks.
Drop an F in the chat.
F in the chat, guys.
Yep. I am Mike, dear leader, Doc Taste, leader of men, herder of cats, maker of chicken sandwiches.
They were delightful.
Yep.
Indeed.
Nobody's going to be getting in fights over them, but whatever. You know.
Hey, fuck you.
I'll fight all of you for it.
All right. I'm down. He's going to fight all of us for him. He is your, my, and our Uncle Radical, the professor of the ghetto arts, tenured but not licensed.
Except in the state of Rhode Island.
There we go. Somebody calls him daddy, but she ain't here right now. I'm going to go ahead and
That'll
just...
never get old.
Nope, never will. We call him Scoots. It's Dave Raleigh.
Press F to pay your fucks.
Here we go. And he's bringing the fanfare and the style.
Wow.
Just look at him. Man, it's going to be
Wow.
great when we get better lighting down here.
Yep. And look what I did not do. I did not do the D word.
You did not. You did not do any dipshittery. Perfecto.
I'll take care of that for you.
It is, thank God, it is the good Colonel Eddie Dean himself, the chairman of the boards, Zack Lords.
Murder in Portugal is significantly easier.
Was significantly easier.
Was.
I think they redid that. We were watching a YouTube channel about F1 teams, and yeah.
Hold on, I need to say something about my name, though. So, fuck Jackson.
Yeah.
So, we're at this car meet. And we're talking to some people, some kind of nicer people. And Jackson walks up to me out of the kind of middle of nowhere. And goes, oh my God, is that really him? Is that him? And it's pointing at me, and I'm like, oh God, where's this going to go?
No, we're good.
That's him. That's the good Colonel Eddie Dean. Zack Lords, Lord of the Boards.
Oh, Jesus.
From the Camcast, I can't believe you're here. It keeps us going and going and going. Everyone's like staring at me like, these people, I just barely met them.
Yeah?
And people are like, what the fuck is going on? So,
Nice.
apparently I'm famous to like 3 people now.
Well, good.
You're famous in our hearts.
Aw.
Yep, there you go.
But the best part was I didn't even have any business cards with me to give out.
Damn it.
Such a shame.
I know.
It's all right. It
I
happens.
promised to get them next time I see them, those people.
Good job. That's what we...
So they can email me.
Yeah. Anyway.
Beautiful.
Just doing this so I can see the chat.
I like it.
Nothing. I'll
Yep.
give you a point when there's some shit in here.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate
Beautiful.
it. Anyway, speaking of things and stuff that you should point your eyeballs to.
Wow.
All right. Zach, I believe in you.
Are we doing where we can? Okay.
We're doing...
Well, we don't have the first one. I can do the second one.
Let's do the second one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Do you want me to talk while I do this too?
No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, I did such a good time last time though.
I mean, okay. Go ahead. Do it, Zach.
So, do you listen to podcasts?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where you can listen to this is already falling apart.
Keep going.
So, you can listen to podcasts on all of the major platforms. Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play Music, and wherever else you find fine podcasting,
Yes.
except Pandora for some reason.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yep.
I guess while we're here, I will do the next one, and I'll let you do the last one.
Okay.
By the way, like, rate, review, and subscribe.
Share with your friends. Do
Share
all
with your
that.
friends.
That too.
So, we are also, you can also find more of our content in other locations. I know you guys are craving that sweet cam content. You can find us on the Instagrams, on the Facebooks,
Mm-hmm.
occasionally the Twitters,
Very occasionally.
and on cam.mag.com
Yeah, somebody had to have a stroke.
/Netscape.
/Netscape, and soon to be Bumble.
.darpanet.
Soon to be Bumble.
Oh, all right.
Um,
I'll leave that one up to you,
You weren't
bud.
here last time for our Bumble discussion.
Holy God.
Yes, Pandora does suck. Thank you.
Yep. Anyway, if you like what you're seeing and you would like to help us get some better lighting, go ahead and
Please.
head over to patreon.com/camautomag.
That's
where
right.
you go to support us.
You can subscribe at any dollar level from $1 to $15,000. So we found out, but $5 is the magic mark there. That gets you access to the Cam Shenanigans super secret Facebook page that we get to watch you on.
Mm-hmm.
They got to watch us on.
Yes, that.
It's a paradox.
It goes both ways.
Right, exactly. And it also lends you exclusive content, things that nobody else gets to see.
Yep.
Because you paid us.
Yep.
So we owe you.
We're going to be going behind the wall here very soon.
The wall.
Yep. Going behind the wall.
Help Gavin with his golf swing.
And his drinking problem.
No, I think it
made
hurt.
Worse. I was gonna say,
I think it hurt his drinking problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped in the sense that he has a higher tolerance now.
Liver damage is not a joke.
No. Anyway. So, yeah, patreon.com/camautomag. Another way to support us, as you can see, me and Dave are both wearing fancy headwear.
Let's see if I can do this.
I believe in you, Zach.
I probably can't.
Don't fuck it up.
It's okay. Believe in yourself, goddammit.
I won't. Oh, why isn't the keyboard over there again?
What?
I like when the keyboard's over here and I can just...
I mean, you can put it over there if you want
It
to.
makes me
Hello.
happy. It makes me really happy.
Oh, the soundboard's back, everybody.
I fixed it.
Good.
Wow.
Head over to camautoswag.com. That's where you go to get your official Cam merchandise, hats, shirts, phone
audience,
cases.
Look how happy that man is.
Yeah, look at that stock model.
He is stoked to be wearing that shirt.
So fucking happy.
Man,
Anyway,
what do you know?
that is over at camautoswag.com.
Go get our good stuff.
Damn right.
There's the I Signed the Waiver T-shirt.
Yep.
It's got me on it.
Listen, if you get the I Sign the Waiver T-shirt and you go up to Wing Coop or either Wing Coop location and take a selfie of you eating some wings there, I'll go ahead and get the next round of wings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do that.
There we go.
Absolutely.
So there you go. More incentive to buy that shirt.
Yep.
It's basically a free shirt.
Yeah, that really
I mean,
is.
yeah, you either get free wings or a free shirt. Pick one.
I mean, listen, there are some caveats. I'm not going to let you buy the whole fucking menu.
I mean, no, we're going to buy the next round of wings.
Yeah,
So,
18 bone-in, boneless. No sides. I'll give you ranch or blue cheese.
One, just a single rancher blue cheese.
Actually, you know what? I'll buy cornbread.
There we go.
Dave's got the cornbread on.
I got the cornbread.
It's a team effort.
Yep.
Over here at the Cam Auto Mag.
You know it. I mean, hell, I'm on the shirt. I should buy something.
You should. Really should.
Well, speaking of buying things,
Oh, yes.
I'm always looking for that dripping in that all-new Hot Boy swag.
So glad you wrote that down.
You really wrote that on the desk, didn't
You
you?
really did.
Okay, I forgot about it. You where you can get all that Hot Boy swag?
Where, Zach?
You get that drip over at the Steady Broke.
All the clout.
Steady.broke on the social medias, steadybroke.com. Go check out their site. They've got all kinds of affordably priced, high-quality gear.
Mm-hmm.
You should give me a link to that at some point so I can go to their webpage.
You should also throw up the thing.
Oh, I could just do that as well.
Yeah, you can do the thing. That works, too.
That works
Yeah.
brilliantly.
So there's a coupon code. CamAuto15. Sorry. It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a minute.
been a couple weeks.
It's been a minute.
CamAuto15 is the coupon code. You type that in the coupon code box at checkout, and that gives you 15% off the entire order. Not just one thing, not just a couple things, the whole order.
the whole
The
ass.
whole ass.
So
all
for,
of it.
for those who didn't know, I wrote down that script, and I didn't reread it. I just moved the keyboard and just started going with it. Like
Attaboy.
I don't remember what I wrote.
You just started reading what was put in front of you.
Yep.
Just like Ron Burgundy.
Yep. You guys should give me a teleprompter.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams.
SteadyBroke.com.
That's it.
There we go. No
Hey.
new patrons to speak of.
You get that faucet failure? You know, that faucet failure?
Ah,
I still don't get it.
Jesus.
I cut that drip, son. My faucet's broke.
Okay, Boomer. Hey, but don't we have some birthdays?
Yeah, we have some birthdays. We have some
I
that
mean,
we
we
missed.
got a couple of birthdays, actually, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, we've got
Hey, Mike.
What?
Do you ever just have a birthday?
all the time. Whenever I just want to get drunk and wake up and forget where I am.
Good news.
I declare it a birthday. Whenever I want to. There's a sombrero in this house because we went to this Mexican restaurant for my dad's birthday.
They gave him a sombrero.
They put the sombrero on his head, but nobody made it apparent that we were supposed to give it back. So
He stole a sombrero.
It's his birthday. He's taking the goddamn sombrero.
So
That
he's
is
gotta-
what I would do.
So there's
you gotta
no
let us know that you need the hat back.
There's now a restaurant somewhere that has a spot on the wall, has dust all around it, but a sombrero-shaped area missing.
No, the restaurant's gone. Terrible things actually happened at that restaurant.
Oh, God.
So,
Okay.
yep. Anyway,
So they're not missing the
no, they're not
sombrero.
missing anything.
Did it go
So
the way
we're
of the
good
fucks?
Huh?
I don't know.
Anyway. Birthdays. Tyler Green, Josh Carter, the OG excitable child Gavin,
Aha.
Derek Edgington, Madison. You ever just have a birthday?
They just have a birthday.
Just have a birthday. Alex Praisop, Alex Danger Yunkin, and Zach Turnage.
Hey.
Merry birthmas to all you beautiful, beautiful beasts.
There we go. Happy birthday to one and all.
Mm-hmm.
Just have yourself a birthday.
Do you know what you can also have?
What?
Speaking to the press. That's the best I could come up with.
You can, oh boy, fucking howdy, you can.
Hold on. You know what we all need?
What?
Good
We
news.
all need-
There's a report on TV with some very bad news.
We're coming
Fitting.
we're gonna find a better one though for him.
Yeah, God.
You guys,
Good news.
Just a warning bell.
just the warning bell. I think we should all go out and purchase the new 2020 Nissan Rogue Ghosn Edition, which is literally just a fucking road case.
Yeah. Road case on wheels, baby. Anyway, so
It looks like a coffin.
Carlos Ghosn made his way to Beirut, and he's got some stuff. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Thank
So-
you, The Guardian.
Yeah, so the Guardian, they were there. They were, live updating this fucking thing. And it's kind of insane. Man. He's, it's really hard to be sympathetic for a man whose fortune was cut in half. He's now only worth $70 million instead of
Oh,
140.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Boo fucking who.
Hmm.
Anyway, there's some press conference
How could you live
photos
like
of
that?
him. Let's see. Let's get to
He looks angry. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
I really like that one in the middle going up just a little bit where he's wiping his brow.
Oh yeah.
They're screaming, shielding the microphone and wiping, and then anger hands.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah. It's.
Hold on. Can we make one of those into a meme?
I mean,
can we turn Carlos Ghosn into a meme?
I mean, it needs to happen.
Yeah.
get on it, internet.
This is how we become popular.
Anyway, so here are some highlights from The Guardian. 1. Ghosn blames conspiracy between Nissan executives and forces within the Japanese government to bring him down. He named the former CEO, the whistleblower, and a board member. However, he is absolving Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of any wrongdoing.
I mean, I feel like that's a face-saving maneuver at this point.
Really, it's...
I mean, you're going to shit on the rest of the Cheerios, but you're going to leave the milk alone.
Don't worry, it gets so much better.
Please go.
Let's see. Japan's judicial system was in the spotlight. Ghosn makes a fair point when he criticizes the Japanese habit of forcing confessions out of those accused of crimes. Yeah, I mean, that whole 99% conviction rate is a bit suspect.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
There's more to that than what most people know, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Anyway, from
It's not far from the truth, though, too.
from our deposed CEO, I was brutally taken from my work as I knew it, ripped from my work, my family, and my friends. It is impossible to express the depth of that deprivation and my profound appreciation to be able to be reunited with my family and loved ones. I was interrogated for up to 8 hours a day without any lawyers present. It will get worse for you if you don't just confess, the prosecutor told me repeatedly. End quote.
All right.
Yep. He claims he has proof that he's innocent.
Oh.
Of course he does.
Okay.
Reporters were shown some documents which apparently explain away the $11 million of dubious expense payments.
I mean, I feel like that's going to take more than just a few documents.
Yeah. He also produced a letter approving the houses bought for the Ghosn family, signed by Saikawa, whoever that is. I think that's somebody within the Nissan, Renault, Mitsubishi alliance.
It's got to be something like that.
Everybody forgets Mitsubishi is part of this.
I mean, Mitsubishi is very forgettable at this point.
It really is.
I was behind a new Eclipse Cross in traffic the other day, and I'm just so disappointed.
Mitsubishi has gone from the point where I think car company to now it's just like Mitsubishi. Air conditioner people?
They made heavy industry, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You mean the guys that make alternators?
Anyway, let's see. Another quote from the road-traveling man himself. I don't consider myself as a prisoner in Lebanon. I prefer this prison to the one before. I'm ready to stay a long time in Lebanon, but I am going to fight because I have to clear my name.
I mean, yeah, you could say that.
Mm-hmm. And then this is great. He's burned his bridges in Japan. Savaging the Tokyo prosecutor is one thing, but citing Pearl Harbor as an example of Japanese cunning and secrecy is to deploy the diplomatic skill of Basil Fawlty. That is a joke for some people, and because this is a very British publication.
Yeah.
So I'll explain it.
Please do.
Basil Fawlty is the lead character in an old British show called Fawlty Towers. He was played by John Cleese, who portrayed Basil Fawlty as a very, very British fellow, like one of those Britain is never sort of wrong guys.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So history starts and ends with England, the sun never sets on the empire, and all that shit. Yep. So,
Well, okay.
basically, thank your uncle. Anyway, Ghosn's point is that he didn't spot how this one-time allies were plotting to boot him out to break Renault's control over Nissan and scupper a planned merger with Fiat Chrysler, but still, it was a poor analogy that will distract from his claims of innocence. He's totally devoted to his wife.
Apparently.
Yep. Lebanon might not be safe, might not be as safe as he hopes. Looked like a cutting plan as there's no extradition treaty with Japan, but there is a law banning travel to Israel, which Ghosn has broken in the past.
Oh, boy.
So, get picked up on that.
Sounds like Beirut's prosecutor wants to discuss that with him.
Yep.
Hmm.
And Interpol issued a red notice, as we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
It's not an arrest warrant. It's just, hey, we'd really, really, really like you to,
Find a reason.
Yep, we'd like to, if you would really...
Let's talk about this.
Yep. And then
Reuters has some good stuff, yeah.
has some more. So here are some of his comments. Let's see, on the Renault-Nissan integration. I was ready to retire before June 2018. I unfortunately accepted this offer to continue to integrate the two companies. Some of my Japanese friends thought that the only way to get rid of the influence of Renault on Nissan was to get rid of me. I think the alliance can succeed without me, but the alliance has to follow some rules. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? There's a really good one. Let's see. My unimaginable ordeal is the result of a handful of unscrupulous, vindictive individuals.
Yeah, sure, okay.
The charges are baseless. Let's go ahead and just kind of keep on moving on from that one. Let's see. Unmissable chance. This is great. There was an unmissable chance to ally with Fiat Chrysler.
Okay.
From the mad boxman himself. Who is the winner of all this? In 2017, the Alliance was the #1 automotive group. 3 companies growing, profitable. We were preparing to add Fiat Chrysler to the group because I was negotiating with John Elkann for Fiat Chrysler to join. There is no more Alliance. The Alliance missed the unmissable, which is Fiat Chrysler. That is unbelievable. They go with PSA. How can you miss that huge opportunity to become the dominant player in the industry? So I will like to point out one thing. He did make Nissan profitable. However,
at what expense?
Right now, Donut did a video, a really good video. Nolan did a really good video on Nissan and kind of this whole thing.
Right.
And how, like, in the 90s, we all remember that as, like, the halcyon days of Nissan, right?
I mean, us car guys do.
Yeah. However, from a business point of view, it was fucking terrible. They were losing $1,000 on every car that they sold.
Right, yeah. They were just taking it in the ass.
Yeah, it was. And now Nissan's kind of back to that point. Like, they're not as profitable. Like, they have no soul. They are just a bucket of warm wallpaper paste. So, like...
I mean, they could be Pontiac.
You mean deceased?
Rip.
We'll tie that in later.
We'll get there. We will get there.
Speaking of that...
No, we're still talking about Nissan.
Hold on.
We're done with this one. Can I do my thing?
Yes, you can. Hold
Okay.
on. There is one One fucking hilarious thing that he
Blah,
said.
blah, blah, blah,
He looks so
blah,
just
blah,
angry
blah,
all the
blah.
time.
Yep. Let's see. Yes. Oh, he was allegedly offered double his pay to join GM. So there's that. I made a mistake. I should have accepted the offer.
I mean, I feel like everybody at General Motors is like, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No. So,
And the rest of the auto workers union is like, I'm sorry, he was going to do what now?
What? He's gonna fire a bunch of you anyway.
Yeah. I mean, reading some of this guy's comments is like reading.
No, like it's impossible for you to be sympathetic to this dude.
It really is.
Like
He was basically caught red-handed, and he's like, well, I don't know. It wasn't me.
God,
It was the rest of these people.
God, there was one in here that was fucking great. It was, he talked about how he would go on these walks by himself, and the people of Japan would come up to him and say, hey, man, we really appreciate what you're doing with Nissan.
You should.
It's great.
I think
we love you.
I think it's down just a little bit. I feel like that's.
Yeah. Like, it's just...
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
But it was insane. Like, he literally said that, and there's no way to corroborate that. Like, that's a total, like, rich douche guy move.
People thanked me.
Yeah.
And I have a thankless job.
Yeah, you have a thankless job at $140 million a year.
God. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. Fucking.
Dave, I got you something.
Oh yes.
You got me a thing?
I got you a Christmas present, and I
Yep.
forgot to give it to you when we had presents.
Oh my goodness!
You weren't here last week, so I've been saving it since then.
Oh, you
So
shouldn't.
I bought
have.
this at SEMA in Vegas at our roadside stop at that museum, whatever the fuck.
Oh,
that
the fucking like indoor swap meet.
was. Yeah,
Oh,
That place is
hell
fucking
yeah.
tight.
yeah.
Indoor
I found
swap
this,
meets
and
are lit.
I thought of you.
Next time we're down there, we're gonna hit it up.
I mean, we should.
Will you pass this to him?
Dave,
My God,
for the man who has everything.
I did not have that.
Yep.
With
For the-
sunroof.
For the
Please,
people.
I'm going to hold on.
He's gonna go up there and he's gonna hold it up in front of the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hopefully be able to see what that is. Yeah, there you go.
The yellow Fiero
Yep. Perfect. Beautiful.
with a sunroof.
With
it's,
a fucking sunroof.
it's very proud to announce that.
Yep.
It is a original one. This one
Mother of God.
wasn't like a newer one. This was a '98 model.
Yeah, this is old packaging.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yep.
It even holy shit! It says on the box, real sunroof.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God!
Yeah. Like, it's fucking great.
Wow! It's even got the flaming shitting chicken on it. Oh my God, dude! And it's a 2M4.
Hell.
This is a fucking Iron Duke car.
Yep.
I saw it. I thought
Thank
of
you, Hot Wheels, and
Um,
thank you, Zach.
No problem.
This is beautiful. I will
Um,
cherish it always.
I have one for Gavin, but I don't know if I'll see Gavin or I'll remember to give it to him. So it might turn to mine.
There you go.
I might just keep it.
My goodness, this is pleasant. Thank you.
No problem.
Well,
This is enjoyable. I love it.
Trying to find Hot Wheels from that era is so hard
Ridiculous.
because
I'm sure.
because
I'm sure.
you get like 400 of like their weird like designed ones, and then you get two like here's a 300 ZX and here's a Charger, and I'm like
Yeah, the random
Yep.
shit that's like collectible to us.
yeah
yeah.
Like I've got 9 Deoras. I get it. Like
yeah.
those aren't cool anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm slowly building a Hot Wheels collection. So
As you should.
That's another thing we'll probably do for the patrons. We'll go through my Hot Wheels collection.
Ooh.
So
Yep.
I need to find my tote. I've got a giant plastic Rubbermaid tote of
that
my
you can
Hot Wheels
slot-
cars.
I had one as a kid. I don't know where it went.
No,
I'm
this is
kinda-
literally just a big
Oh.
fucking tote with just a bunch of cars thrown the fuck in it.
okay.
Oh,
Because I like to play with my shit.
yeah, don't worry. We'll bring our toys over. Get together on the table here.
My God. Yeah, I could put together one hell of a fucking car show with just the collection I've got.
Hell yeah. Well,
Well, speaking of car shows, it seems like everybody and their fucking dog wants one of these.
yeah. This adorable tiny little.
You're right. I mean,
I had this in here as "Take Me, You Tiny Lothario," because goddamn it, I would give myself to the 2020 Toyota GR Yaris.
aside from the fact that that thing is so ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, it's like it's like 36 or 40 grand. Something.
Yeah,
it's like twice the price of like your current top of the line Yaris.
Right, but I mean, what size is this though? The Yaris has to be massive compared to what it used to be. This has got to be the size of like an early 2000s Corolla now.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's
not a subcompact anymore. It's definitely compact.
Yeah, like compared to what else you can get, but it's
But I mean, let's think about it though. It's still a Yaris.
Yep.
Because this thing still has some super excitable motor.
Turbocharged 3-cylinder.
Yeah, right, exactly. An inline 3, 6-speed manual transmission.
Yep.
270 horsepower.
Yeah. All-wheel drive.
Exactly. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I would love to see one of these little things doing some dumb shit. Like,
oh, yeah.
And I like how they're still holding on to the GR nameplate.
Gazoo Racing, yeah, that's their in-house thing. So
I really
rocking
like
it.
that the head of Toyota is really trying to bring that back out, and they're really trying to put it on everything.
Yeah.
I like that.
They want sports cars again. And
TRD was kind of overplayed, especially with the truck and SUV market.
God, yeah.
Everything has a TRD badge on it now. Like you get a TRD Pro, TRD blah 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 blah.
Yeah, TRD Camry.
TRD Midnight Black Edition.
Right, exactly. TRD does not mean what it used to mean.
No,
let's be real. GR is kind of replacing that, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, because Gazoo Racing actually runs race cars. Like TRD.
Right, exactly. TRD doesn't do anything anymore.
TRD,
Well, but it's on the NASCAR, so it is still.
TRD technically runs the NASCAR program, but that's it. Gazoo Racing is like if you want a hot Toyota for motorsport, it's
pick it out through them.
Gazoo Racing. Like they're the ones you're going to be talking to and dealing with. So,
I mean, I still appreciate it. I love it. I like that it's got the 4-wheel drive system has like a bunch of different settings. I appreciate this. Having driven a couple of all-wheel drive cars that have these type of biases in them, and seeing the handling characteristics vary so greatly, I can appreciate this. So, standard setting. Torque split is 60-40 front rear. Pretty expectable of your typical front engine, FF based all-wheel drive system, right? Sport mode, however, I dig this because it goes to 30-70s, so you're getting rear bias.
Yeah.
I dig the shit out of that. And then track mode's 50-50.
Yep. So that's pretty awesome.
Now I wonder when they say track mode and 50-50, I wonder if they're talking, tarmac, or if they're really kind of reaching in the bag for a little bit of the vintage WRC, some soft stuff.
Who knows, man? But I just like to say that the base setting is 50-50, implying that you can just freestyle it after that.
I mean, I would imagine that Toyota would put something similar to like DCCD that Subaru has historically had to adjust from, rearward bias up to a full 50-50 split.
This little thing weighs 2,800 pounds.
Which, while that sounds like a heavy number, compare this to the Fiat Abarth, right? The 500 Abarth. And, compare it to the Cooper, like the Cooper S.
Yeah.
Right? The Cooper's fat. Cooper's over 3,000 pounds, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got the Abarth that's, I think it was 26 or 2,700 pounds. This is nestled right in between those, and I imagine it's got the performance to rival.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Gazoo Racing built this thing from the ground up with what they learned in the WRC.
Awesome.
So, yep. It's going to be going on sale, when is it? I think later this year.
Okay.
First editions are going to be running you between $36,000 and $42,000. Well, not really. It's 3.96 million yen to 4.56 million yen, because that's a thing we're not getting. Also, Europe is getting this, too.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
No.
Europe gets a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, and this is like... It sucks that we're not getting it, but... Listen.
But here's the thing. How many people are actually going to buy this at $42,000?
Yeah. And like everybody who's complaining, like, oh, we never get anything cool. Well,
they're also not the people that buy them.
Yeah, you're not buying you're not buying the new thing. You're like second, third owner.
Right, exactly. The people that are excited about this bitched when the Civic Type R was over $30K.
Yeah. So.
But recently I've seen a lot of them on the road.
Supras?
No, not Supras, the Type R.
Yeah, they're popping up.
There's a lot of them around.
Yeah. I see the old blue one because we're jumping over to this right now. At the Tokyo Auto Salon, we learned two things about the 2020 Civic Type R.
Uh-huh.
It's going to get fed-in engine noise.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a thing that a lot of companies are doing.
We cannot escape it. And also, it's getting a new shade of blue.
Interesting.
It
no
looks
way.
It's a bit lighter. A little more harkens back to the Supersonic Blue Pearl.
Right? It's not quite a...
Yeah, not quite there, but,
Yeah.
it's close.
It's close. It's very similar to 555 World Rally Blue that Subaru had on the 22B STI.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of
No,
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the contrast that it has with the red pinstriping that the Type R natively has.
Yep.
I like this.
Oh yeah.
So Honda's calling it Boost Blue.
Yep. So
Okay, that's fair.
So
I didn't know they were making 306 horsepower and 295 foot-pounds of torque.
power dreams, baby.
That's a lot for a front driver,
Yep.
but I like it.
It's about as much as you'd ever want.
I'm sure it's on tiny
So,
tires.
speaking of things that you definitely want,
Oh boy.
there's a new Hummer.
And it will literally hum.
It will hum. Will be electric. LeBron James is the spokesperson for it, apparently.
Yep. Well, actually, a lot of this has been confirmed by CNN. This is originally reported by Car and Driver. It has been reported by CNN Business that this is a thing that's actually happening.
I mean, if CNN Business is on it, they typically aren't punked by
Yep.
gimmicks.
Yeah.
There is going to be a Super Bowl commercial with LeBron James and the GMC Hummer. Yep.
It kind of hurts a little bit.
It's a little weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the commercial.
I don't like the name mashup.
Yeah.
But I also like the idea of like the commercial that we got for the NSX, where like rich guys are fighting over.
Oh yeah,
the
Jerry
new-
Seinfeld and like Jay Leno.
Yeah. Like I can see that, but with the Hummer, and that makes me kind of amused.
Oh yeah. So that's a thing that's happening. GMC is going to be. GM is bringing back the Hummer as a GMC.
I mean, that's probably not the worst move.
It definitely could have been a lot worse.
So
I agree.
for this next segment, I want to pose you guys a question first.
Okay, we will. Okay.
I'm trying new things here. Basically, I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So, do you guys like driving cars?
Do I ever?
I mean, yes.
Do you guys like possibly racing cars?
Only in controlled, legal environments.
Are we just gonna sit here and just
I had to stare at the camera to let that point sit.
this isn't going where I wanted to go.
Anyway,
If you had access to a high performance vehicle, would you race it?
we do catastrophically stupid shit in
Yeah,
it.
we would.
Much like two Corvette engineers who were arrested for street racing 2020 Corvettes in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
I
like this second bullet right here.
Yeah, so fun fact, in the state of Kentucky, the charge you will get, like, it's not like, how many miles plus, there is exceeding the speed limit by more than 26 miles per hour. Anything beyond that is instant points on your license, possible revocation of your license, whatever. The original story on the original story in Automobile didn't have the speeds listed, but they updated it. One was clocked doing 120, and the other was doing 100 on the mean streets of Bowling Green.
I would have thought in Bowling Green, like, you just get a slap on the wrist for that kind of shit.
I mean, you'd think that, but no.
You would think it's the closer to danger, the further from harm, but I imagine it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, I imagine that they are not. They don't take too kindly to that sort of bullshit on their streets.
GM's probably not happy.
I guarantee these two dudes are looking for new jobs.
Yeah.
You're right.
And
And I have a feeling
If this was Dodge, though, they would have been Employee of the Month.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
well, here's the great thing: the Automobile article actually name checks the dudes.
oh, really?
Yep.
SRT is looking for somebody like you, son.
Alexander Tim and
You son of
Mark
a bitch, I'm in.
Durkatz were arrested on the evening of Wednesday, January 8 on Lovers Lane.
God.
Like a lane actually called Lovers, not a place where you go to get an awkward handy after prom. for exceeding the posted 45-mile-per-hour speed limit by more than 26 miles per hour, reckless driving, and racing motor vehicles on a public road. Yep, so there's that. Also, I didn't throw this in here, but apparently the C8 Z06 has been seen doing winter testing. It's got big fat fenders and big fat tires.
Hey.
So there's really nothing more to say other than it has big fat tires and big fat fenders. So
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So there
I
we
mean,
go.
these guys should have held out.
Really shoulda.
They should have been dicking around in the ZR1 because, I mean, if you're going to dick around in a new car, dick around in the top model.
Right? Anyway.
On a lighter note, Fiat Chrysler is sending them welcome packages.
They got headhunters over there right now.
Absolutely.
They're walking out the building and are already getting shoveled into a fucking caravan and get shipped off to wherever their
No,
headquarters
see, the irony in that, it would be a Volkswagen Routan.
are. It would be a Routan.
I'm just imagining, like, those dudes are in one cell, and then it looks like they're talking to a lawyer through another cell, but no, it's like that Simpsons bit where Lionel Hutz is in the next jail cell over.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
They stopped talking. Anyway.
Amazing.
So we're going to end the news on a couple of really fun notes. The Bullitt Mustang.
Yeah,
the Bullitt Mustang. It just sold for $3.4 million.
That makes it the most valuable Mustang ever.
Yep.
And nearing one of the most valuable American vehicles.
Right, yeah, there was
So-
a lot of speculation that this thing could have made it over the 4 million mark, which would have put it in contest for...
So I got a dumb question talking about American vehicles here. Do we count original GT40s as American vehicles?
Well, they're Ford Europe.
So we
So
don't count that at all.
technically-
I would say no,
'Kay.
even though the brand itself...
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I
was
thought because
American.
they were
It
all,
was-
they were all built. Yeah,
It's essentially the GT40, like the long and short of it is it's basically a Lola chassis with a Ford engine and transmission.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought as
So
well too.
Yeah. No, the super valuable American cars are like the numbers matching big block
Oh yeah.
Shelby Cobras.
Oh, Cobras. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones
Yeah,
that
427 AC Cobras.
But again, isn't
So-
a Cobra is still not too far off from being a British car either?
Oh yeah, no, it was
I mean, especially an AC. If it's a Shelby, that's
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
If it's an AC, definitely British.
Yep, you want the leaky one with the snake on the hood.
Absolutely.
That was the great
Both
thing.
will kill you, so you can't really place your bets on
Both
that.
will kill you.
The Cobra was better than the Corvette in every respect, including the ability to leak every drop of fluid out of it.
I mean, that just tells you that it's got something in it.
When the leak stops, then it's a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I'm treating my life with the van. Anyway, the original Bullitt Mustang, it changed hands in 1980 for the low sum of $3,500.
Yeah, the story on this one is actually pretty interesting.
Wasn't it in Mexico?
No, I don't believe it was.
That might have been something else.
Maybe, I don't know. I skimmed over the story, but what had happened was somebody who worked on the set, who worked with the movie company, ended up purchasing the car and kept it. And Steve McQueen kept bothering the guy to sell it back to him. He's like, I want this car. I need this car. And he's like, nah.
You have your Mustang
Nah.
from the Thomas Crown affair.
And now,
Just be happy.
yeah, and now this version of the story was being told by this guy's son. The gentleman that purchased the car passed away, and the son kind of kept it in hiding. Of course, Steve McQueen passed, and then only recently he had decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and fix his car, bring it back to the light.
Yeah. So
And here we are.
Yep. It is rusted. It is dented. The American Racing torque thrusts are oxidized, but it is still badass.
This car is incredibly used, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
is still incredibly authentic.
It's still a sexy car.
And it still has like the camera mounts in it and everything.
Yeah, there are like that was one of the verifications for it being the original car is the holes that were drilled into like the trunk and the rear firewall assembly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For cabling for the film equipment and for all of that.
Yeah.
I believe the car at one point had a roll bar in it. I don't know if it still does.
I don't think so. None of the interior pictures show.
It doesn't look like
but-
it has it.
no.
Yeah, so that may have been taken out at some point.
Yeah.
But I mean, this thing was a fun car
Yeah,
to
this
drive.
thing was,
I
this thing
mean,
was hotted up a little bit, powered by a beefed up 390.
right, exactly. A 390 and a typical top loader 4-speed.
Yep. So
But the car had some spunk.
yeah, it had upgraded suspension to pass that Beetle 37 times.
We could only afford.
I mean, you can only
4
handle
cars.
you can only handle so well on polyglass tires.
Oh God, the fact that it could turn.
Yeah.
Holy God.
Well,
You're
have you
right.
watched the clip
You're right.
recently of it turning down Fremont Street, whatever it is?
Listen,
It's understeer. It's understeer.
listen. The fact that it could change direction and maintain some semblance of grip, that is,
It's called turning by throttle.
Jesus, pray.
Yeah.
Pray.
Yeah.
Anyway, and finally, Toyota is getting in on the whole Heritage Program game. They're going to be making new parts for the
Yep.
A70 and the A80 Supra.
Even more. I mean, we already knew. We had reported on this a few months ago
Because
that
Miata's
the
doing.
A70 was going to be getting.
It was going to be getting something, but they finally at Tokyo Auto Salon revealed what exactly it is they're getting.
Perfect.
And also, they're doing stuff for the A80s.
Like they should.
So basically, all we're missing now, because Nissan's doing their thing, Toyota's doing their thing, Mazda's doing their thing.
Mm-hmm. Honda is getting their thing going.
Oh, they're doing a thing.
There are rumors that they're going to be doing it probably just for the NSX at the moment.
But that would be fine. I would be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing where it's like it's
Well, I feel like there are still so many OEM parts floating around
Oh yeah.
for the. I don't want to say the lesser Hondas, but the lesser Hondas.
But it'd be nice to get like SIR parts and stuff like that. But
Well, I mean, you can because they were sold, through dealerships in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
And there's still a lot of new old stock components around.
yeah, but like
but we're not going to see Mitsubishi do this.
no, we're not.
I feel like Mitsubishi's not even going to honor their warranty on their air conditioners.
I don't think Mitsubishi even remembers they made cars.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I can see them
that
being
was
like,
never made any more apparent than that new Mitsubishi dealership they built like just south of Springville,
Oh God.
or just north of Springville. Sorry, like right there between Provo and Springville, right
Oh,
on the
yeah,
lake, the
yeah.
lake shore, right? That was like a Mitsubishi dealership for all of like a year, and now it's some like all brand used car and boat center.
The boat center's the
And
best part.
the old Mitsubishi dealership in Orem is now like Action Auto or some shit.
yeah,
like that.
I think it is Action. Is what it was.
God,
And-
Like
and
I
the
drive past Salt Lake Mitsubishi occasionally just to go to that AutoZone down, next door to it basically, and it just looks like low book sales with a couple of new Mitsubishis on rotundas.
The one on State Street.
yeah,
I feel like the boat lot behind it is creeping closer and closer and
just
you're
closer.
right though.
slowly
you're
encroaching
right.
upon it.
Absolutely.
There's a boat close to the fence every week. Yeah.
Just some dude throwing a
they're
bay
pushing-
liner over the fence.
Yeah, they're just pushing the fence line further and further. Dude, I give it.
And the Mitsubishi guys are like, we keep getting less stock, so it doesn't matter to us. We can't fight it.
2 years tops, Peterson Marine buys the whole building. I'm just throwing it out right
I'll
now.
take the under on that one.
I bet $1, Bob.
Let's sell that shit.
Anyway, so for those who don't know, I had an A70. We called her
Really?
Honda. Me and Dave thought about killing ourselves in it after we listened to the sports album for the 5th time.
Yeah, and we didn't even cross the state line.
Oh, I
before
gotta
the
bring it up
15th.
later. I gotta bring up something later.
Suicidal thoughts? Okay, I'm down.
Well, it's on the same line.
I was gonna say suicidal thoughts or turbocharged '80s Toyotas that loved raping boost cut.
That was
You
fun.
could have gone so many directions with that, and I love where you went.
Anyway,
Rhonda was fast when she wanted to be.
Yup, she was.
She
faster
had a
when she didn't
mean
wanna be,
stutter when you turned it up too far, though.
which man,
It's like my Subaru.
man,
Why is the car bucking violently?
just
The
look-
Just
boost gauge
keep go-
says 9 pounds.
Nah, it turns out the
got-
OEM electric boost gauge is really more an on-off switch after 30 years.
Just keep
It
your
kind-
foot in it.
It just flicks a needle to a predetermined point. It
Yeah.
doesn't really say anything meaningful.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking boost gauge in the fucking Regal GSs.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah,
It's a minus, a 0, and a plus
that's really
with a little red at the bottom, right? And you could peg that fucker instantly.
yeah.
God, I had a turbo Pontiac that was that way, dude. My Sunbird GT Turbo was that way.
I've still got that OEM boost gauge from Rhonda kicking around somewhere.
As
hell yeah.
you should.
Anyway,
We need to hang it on a chain for you.
really do. Anyway, so Rhonda needed a lot of parts. Unfortunately, none of
No. You could have
Well,
definitely
I
used the
could've-
weather stripping.
I could definitely use the weather stripping, but other than that, my front emblem was amazing. The fuel sender gauge was fine.
I mean, it still told you it had a full tank.
The door handles worked, and the prop shaft was fine.
I mean, yeah, you didn't have any vibes like the Outback.
Oh God, no, man, that was pretty sweet.
The
And
Outback that had bad drivetrain vibes for all of 50,000 miles.
the chicks digged it though. You really did.
Date night under 40 miles an hour.
Man. Nah, you had to 45 to about 60. That was the sweet spot. That was the sweet spot. Anyway, the A80s, the new stuff they're making are headlamps, door handles, and brake boosters.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's nice that they're making some of these things. However, it would have been, I know for Rhonda, a lot of the trim, like the
trim of any kind on
Yeah.
A70s was just hot garbage.
just non-existent. I
It
mean,
was just hot garbage.
yeah,
Nothing more, nothing less.
Like
Yeah.
basically every Toyota. Like my AW11, there are panels that if I look at the wrong way, they will fall apart and disintegrate.
Oh yeah,
You right.
yeah. No, it's just, I mean, there were a lot of things that needed. I would have loved to have been able to buy brand new, but unfortunately, none of them are these.
Yeah.
Except for the weather stripping.
And I mean, even so, all of those components are going to be at some insane markup.
Oh God, yeah.
Also, granted, this is just the current catalog.
Yeah, this is the current stuff. So
Right, they
may-
are asking publicly,
What do you want?
exactly. They're not making any promises to making any
Granted, like
of those requests official.
they probably don't have stamping machines that can punch out body panels or anything like that. But
No, the
But
tooling's
I-
like
I
long
f-
and buried.
I feel like the tooling is not the difficult part, though.
yeah,
I don't
Like,
know.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just
I mean, yeah,
I'm
like
shooting from the hip.
well, that seems to be like the death knell for anything. Like as soon as the model's done, it's old tooling.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't need it anymore. So it usually gets.
They stamp out 1,000 extra for stock and then they're done.
Yeah, they stamp out as many as they need, as they think they're going to need, and then be away. Real quick, Jake Bastion threw a comment on Facebook.
Oh,
Hey guys, listening on a real quick break from the last episode. Yes, I have a shirt press, just a quote personal one. I'm not looking to start a business behind it, but we'll be making Drifty Bits shirts and stuff to help fund race cars. So there we go.
nice.
Go buy a shirt from Jake, so he doesn't have to send dirty pictures of himself to people. You fucking perverts! I saw what you commented on him on his post earlier today. Anyway, you should totally follow drivers throughout a season rather than just do sideline stuff. Make some YouTube monies. Hey man, we'll try. We'll try. Can't guarantee it'll be YouTube stuff, but anyway, I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff. I'll recommend back here when I have more time. Have fun at work, Jake. Out there doing the Lord's work.
Doing that thing.
Yep.
So
Anyway.
I had things I want to talk about.
Okay.
Should I hold this for later, or is now a good time?
Dave, what time? What's the time we're looking at?
Because
There's
there's
about 30 minutes or so.
three things I wanna do, but
that was to an hour 15.
but I can cut it down to two.
Give us your two.
Plaster it.
So, first one is I got to ride in a Noble.
Nice.
What model?
It was a M400.
His
Okay.
name was John.
Sweet.
His name was
Nice.
Chris. So he just moved here from Vegas.
Okay.
He has a silver one.
Very nice.
The dude's fucking mental. So I was thinking about this last time.
Yes, you were.
So he drives it on track tires. They're not dot rated. We took it to the Capitol Cruise, or he took it to the Capitol Cruise on Saturday night. Cold, icy, wet.
Because why wouldn't you?
I'm surprised it changed directions.
And I got in the car with him and rode all the way there with him. Actually, the Noble is significantly more comfortable than the Enzo is.
I wonder if he knows Jason with the
He does not.
Rossian.
He does
Oh,
not.
interesting.
I talked to him about that. He was not.
They should meet.
Well, he's only been here for 3 weeks.
Right. I'm
Well,
just saying you
yeah.
should meet.
They should
But
meet.
I will be hopefully doing some work on a Noble soon because
Cool.
I talked into
Very cool. Very cool.
some electrical work and some detailing work.
Nice.
So I'm gonna make it 3 things because I wanted to get Dave's input on it, but I'll make it quick. So Jackson and I have this pact we're starting now.
Oh boy.
So for every Christmas, we're
So-
getting each other.
Come on, suicide. Come on, suicide.
We're getting each other a car.
Fuck.
No, you're not too far off though.
Oh.
We're getting each other a $100 to $200 car.
Okay.
There are 3 requirements. 2 requirements. 3. Title must do more than 10 miles an hour and must be able to roll.
10 miles an hour under its own power?
Yes, under its own power.
Okay. I was about to say, I can get
I was
anything
about
up
to
over 10.
I was about to find a loophole, and I got a lot of these.
But he needs to have a title.
Again, I still got a lot of these.
That cut some horses from the herd, however.
Not all of
if you
them.
want to sell your Subaru for $100 with the rod knock,
I mean, which one?
isn't the silver one knocked?
I mean, technically they both are.
We might need to talk because his birthday is coming up, and I whole-assly I'm going to give him a car because the whole joke is this car will be more pain in the ass than anything. Like
This is great.
it's awful because you can't do anything with the car, and like the way I see it is I see there is some benefits here. The trunk card will always pay more than what I paid for it. If I paid $100, they'll probably give me $150 for it.
Right.
So I
Makes
will make
perfect
money on
sense.
it.
Yes.
But I like the idea of getting a $100 car and just beating the shit out of it. Like if we both have one, just fucking 20-mile-an-hour rear ends at every stoplight. Just like, can we kill each other in these cars?
Jesus.
I'm okay with this.
All right.
And then the third thing, which we already talked about with Mike, but I really wanted your input on this. So
Okay.
I talked to my family last week, 2 weeks ago, about the cars they owned.
Right.
They owned some weird shit.
All right. Let's do this rapid fire because we got some other stuff to get through. So,
Buick Electra,
Okay.
Peugeot 505,
Oh, okay.
Pulsar NX. What else am I missing? There's a
can't remember.
couple other things in there, but like those were the three big ones.
I was stuck on the Peugeot and the
Peugeot.
Buick.
Yeah, the Buick. My dad and his brother fucking drove around in a black on black Buick Electra, like the big one,
Yeah.
for most of the 90s. And I just have images of just like fucking SLC punk going in the back because they lived in Utah for this as well too.
Right.
Yeah. So just like brand new development in West Jordan, rolling in a black on black Electra.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate that.
I'm also looking for the NX. I'm looking for NX. And
all right.
NX.
Okay.
I thought that you'd appreciate that because
I do.
it just-
I
Yeah.
definitely appreciate that.
this big block Electra because
Absolutely. Because you have to.
yeah.
You just have to.
Real quick, friend of the program, Ashton Robb, is selling his Focus ST. We did a feature on it.
Oh.
It is it has a decent amount of miles on it, but they are all highway because he bought it from somebody who lived in Salt Lake and worked in Logan and wanted a fun commuter car.
Huh.
So
They
he
got it.
So he bought a Focus ST and then just kept it completely stock. And then Ashton bought it and put some BCs on there, some Hot Boy wheels and some other stuff on there.
All right.
It's not a bad car. Driven it. If I wasn't being responsible, I would buy it. Yeah. If you want it, let me know. I'll connect you with Ashton.
Excellent. Yes, do that thing.
Yep. Anyway, so on to the question of the week. Since GM is bringing back Hummer as a GMC, we wanted to know what you would bring back as a model under another brand.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Zack.
Huh.
I'll see you guys next week.
God damn. Anyway, so we posted this a few places in NASA Utah enthusiasts. Let's see, we got a couple of responses from Dave Kazarian. He wants to bring back the Aztec with the built-in tent. Boom, sold out everywhere. That a hipster wants to show how outdoorsy they are on Instagram.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And Jan Gerde, patron, friend of the program, a race car driver, wants Saab to come back as an Audi.
Wow.
That's... I have a feeling AJ might be having some thoughts about that right
I mean,
now.
they are the inferior Swedish vehicle.
Indeed.
Well, Vogel does set a high bar.
That they do. That they do. Let's see. In the Utah Association of Euros, Dallin Felton said, bring DeLorean back as an electric sports car and make a Cybertruck competitor.
Okay.
If you, that noise you hear in the background is the synth wave intensifying.
We don't have enough cocaine to do that though, so
Give us a minute. Anyway.
Probably figure something out.
Yep. In UJCC, Utah Japanese Classic Cars, Dave Smade says, Saab under anyone other than GM.
Fair.
Give you that one.
I mean, that was the death of them.
It really was. Spencer Hanks, how about something like the old Opel GT on a new compact platform?
I mean, it would probably end up front-wheel drive and laden with safety features that we don't want.
Yes.
But doable.
Yeah. And then, let's see, in Motoring United, let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, Motoring United. Let's see, Nick Albert says Plymouth Barracuda is a small sports car for Dodge.
Yeah. I would just wager for Plymouth.
Yeah, I mean...
Give me stripper models of SRT cars.
Yes.
You want a Charger SRT Hellcat? No, fuck that. Plymouth Valiant SRT.
Somebody out there with rendering skills, please get us the marketing materials. Surprise, surprise, AJ's not cool with Solid coming back after Audi. Oh, God.
Man, that's adorable.
Let's see.
But yeah, yep. Plymouth all day.
There we go. Shane Carroll let Fiat, Renault, Chrysler, whoever it is, re-5 Di Tommaso.
Oh, yeah.
Give me Italian styling with Hellcat powertrain in the middle.
Oh, my Jesus.
You mentioned
Yes.
Pantera with, or what was the other one? The sort of the G, had the weird open,
I can't remember. But, man.
Yeah, that thing.
the Gizmodo or whatever the fuck it was.
God.
Gizmodo, thanks.
How many more 80s rock stars are we going to kill? That's a fun reference.
I'm not reading this one.
Anyway.
You guys can deal with that bullshit.
Well, don't worry. We'll
We're just not going to read it.
No, because it's this.
It's down there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We have news.
Yeah, we've got
Good news! There's a report on TV with some very bad news.
The Racing Ing Mongooses.
Oh, I had an answer.
Oh, yeah. What do you got?
Datsun.
Yeah.
I want to see
Well-
Nissan just produce. Rented Nissan to just produces sports cars, and that's it.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd
Yeah.
make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's never going to happen.
No. Fucking hope.
GM toyed with that idea with Pontiac, got our hopes up, and then killed it off.
We got the funny. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
The
They're good.
Grand Am GT. Really?
Just think about
Really?
a lineup that included a proper American-designed GTO, like less Monaro with Pontiac badges, but more like American styling in there.
minute.
Second-generation GTO, the G8 and all of its flavors, some sort of small thing that's kind of more Miata-y, but since we're America, we can't do something actually Miata-sized, so it would be bigger than a Miata, and just
So the Solstice.
yeah, a
Solstice back.
Sky, but not having the V8 be a really weird, hard to find option, be something like, yeah, this is a thing we'll fucking do for you right now.
So the Daewoo G2X V8 concept.
We'll have Gary throw this shit in right now.
I like AJ's idea of the SRT Plymouth satellite.
Yeah.
Thank you. The satellite.
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go. Perfect. So
My uncle had a Plymouth satellite.
man,
It was amazing.
Yeah.
He also had a Valiant with the push-button auto
hell yeah.
and the slant 6 leaning tower of power.
Who, buddy?
Hey, man. It was a model made before catalytic converters, so it runs good on regular gas.
Perfect.
No, just leaded bullshit, unleaded bullshit. I remember the days when we would just huff that shit, and no one died.
Yeah. Man.
Double cheeseburgers in the styrofoam containers.
Simpler time.
All the dead pelicans and seagulls.
Back in the day when Eisenhower was president.
I remember when I took office.
God.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding, wang-a-ding. What is it?
I like Ike bumper stickers on every Barracuda in existence.
Jesus.
Yes.
Man.
Let's go to the lobby. Let's
Go to the
Let's
lobby.
all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to find ourselves a treat.
We can
All
make
right.
a little.
We could do a lot of things. We show flashes.
I was in a barbershop quartet in junior high.
We're bringing back the jug band. Please bring back the jug band.
Okay, we'll bring back the jug band. Baby on board. Something, something. Burt Ward. This thing writes itself.
Need to,
Zack?
get you that,
Zach, you're in the middle of a hoedown.
need to get you that trap house bass up in here, dude. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Wow.
Anyway.
Fuck.
All right.
Moving on to racing mongooses.
The Racing Ing Mongoose.
The Racing Ing Mongooses.
Fuck.
The race.
That break was brought to you by the Hoedown.
There we go. Hot Fire coming spring 2020. Anyway, so Formula One is going back to Holland. They're going back to Zandvoort.
Okay.
Race
And-
between the windmills.
Yes, exactly. Right through the tulip fields. in giant cars shaped like wooden shoes.
So
Please, don't tempt
No.
me.
so they're messing with the final turn at Zandvoort.
Yeah, they had to dick with the final turn at Zandvoort because
I like
Zandvoort
the
is
idea of the dick of the track. We're like filling out the shuffle and create went a little wider on the corner.
there's just some dude just like, this will work. And
I trust the guy with the backhoe.
Why
knows
is
what he's
Steve out
doing.
there? Ah, goddamn it, Steve.
I mean, might not have any serial numbers to speak of it on there, but goddamn it, I trust that meth head.
Wait, doesn't that guy work for Chrysler?
Anyway,
Used to.
Anyway, so they had to add a little bit more to the track to get another DRS zone in there, because the way the track is right now, it's surrounded by a national park on all sides, and the sand dunes that are on one side of it, they are protected, so they can't like bulldoze them or anything.
Okay.
So like where the track is, the footprint of the track is all that it's ever going to be.
Mm.
It's not going to get some radical change, It's not going to grow like other tracks have. Like Zandvoort is always going to be Zandvoort. So they've had to do
and I feel like that's probably a good thing,
yeah.
because that doesn't mean it's ever going to get smaller.
Yeah, it's never going to get smaller. It's just going to be what it is. I mean, they're going to make some changes where they can, but there's only so much you can do. But one of the things that they did was on the final turn, they gave it 18 degrees of banking.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, for what these guys are used to, that's a shit ton.
That's NASCAR shit.
And
Yeah.
that's allegedly going to
That is-
potentially be a DRS zone.
Yeah, that's going to be the second DRS zone. So,
Christ.
yep.
I look
this.
forward to that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some backmarker fucking sending it.
Dude, fucking Steve got fucking wild out there.
Just,
Go Steve.
He was definitely a Chrysler employee.
oh yeah, man. So there is that. Look,
You want 8 degrees? How about 18 degrees?
Just gonna go ahead and double that for you.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. That's hard.
Oh man. So, and then that's the thing that's happening. So be prepared to see a crazy ass Dutch Grand Prix.
See, that's cool. I'm down with that.
That's super fucking awesome.
I
And-
like that.
Yeah, and I mean they have
Are they racing 2020 there?
it's on schedule for 2020. So
Excellent.
yeah, there's a really cool motorsport article that goes into like all of the nitty gritty, but I just felt like giving you the long and short of
That photo's crazy.
yeah, like there is a photo of them like adding the banking to this turn because Zandvoort is an old track, so they had to.
For our viewers.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and do that. So yeah, they had to like add, had to add to it. So there's just that crazy fucking view there, where you actually see them doing that. So that is quite awesome.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there it goes. Beautiful.
Yeah. So
I like that.
yep. So that is that, and then World Challenge. They released their 2020 schedule all the way back in October. We did not make mention of it because we are awesome at this.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're professionals.
Exactly.
We are professionals.
Damn right we are.
I've got barbecue sauce on a Fiero Hot Wheels. I am a professional, God damn it.
The levels we cater to.
Exactly. Anyway, so there are only going to be 6 race weekends this year, 12 rounds, because each weekend is a doubleheader.
Oh, okay.
So that's fun. Again, they're not coming to Utah, but if you really thought they were coming back to Utah, you were really I got a bridge in Arizona I could sell you. God, that's a boomer joke. Anyway. The end of the season is going to be an 8-hour endurance race at the Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit.
The fact that they've lost it.
Yep. So October 3rd and 4th, the 8 hours of Indianapolis will take place. So it is going to be not only the end of the World Challenge season, but also the end of the Intercontinental GT Challenge Series.
Wow.
Yep, which is a 4-race series. It includes the Bathurst 12-hour, which I think is happening at the end of this month.
Okay. Quick.
The 24 hours of Spa, and the new for this year, 9 hours of Kielami, which is in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, Kielami used to be the Formula One circuit when they raced Formula One in South Africa.
Okay.
So there you go.
How long ago was that? I don't follow.
I think the last South African or African Grand Prix was early 80s.
So it's been a minute.
It has been a minute, but it's been a sports car circuit for a while.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
it's
It's
gotten
been well kept.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
So, there you go. If you're curious to know what the schedule's looking like, I can scroll down to it. Let's see. May 16th and 17th at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. June 6th and 7th at VIR. August 8th and 9th at Sonoma. 29th and 30th of August at Road America. September 19th and 20th at Watkins Glen. And October 3rd and 4th at Indy Motor Speedway.
Perfect.
Yep. So, there you go.
That's a nice schedule right there.
Yeah. Like, all happens in, 5 months?
Made
4.5?
October,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
That's good. It's good.
Yep.
I like that. So,
So we actually have a couple of things here, in addition to our fucking shenanigans stuff, which we really need to. I need to start cutting through some of these because they're not necessarily topical, but
that's
you know.
okay.
Anyway, so we asked our shenanigans members, instead of the thing you want to bring back, what's the brand you want to see die? Because
All of them.
Soon it will all be clean.
so clearly Zack, like myself, has been playing the Outer Worlds and being very anti-capitalist, even for a game that's pretty fucking anti-capitalist.
No one should win.
Welp.
The first thing I did in Outer Worlds is I doomed a city, a town, because they were doing terribly and they wanted to kill off a small commune of people who were living peacefully outside of its walls.
Everyone must die.
And so began my fucking anti-capitalist roadmap through the stars. Anyway,
I love it.
so we asked the people of the Shenanigans group. Those are people who are patrons,
Mm-hmm.
giving us at least $5 a month.
You guys, the guys I'm pointing to right now.
Yeah, you could see us.
There's 4 watching right now.
Sweet.
Wow.
Went up to
Hi.
6 for a second.
Holy shit. Yeah. Person who is not is Nick Nengus, but don't worry, we will bring him into the basement and berate him.
I'm gonna get that extra $4 a month out of you, boy.
God damn it, man.
Anywho.
Yep. So, we asked, and this is what we got. Nick Stuckey, knowing that people are going to be upset, he said Volkswagen Audi. I had to clarify, did he mean the entire Volkswagen Audi group? Or did he just mean Volkswagen and Audi? He said he really didn't care, either or.
Okay, so that means we're losing Lamborghini.
Yep.
We're losing Bugatti.
I mean, that one's a minor loss at best.
Are we the people really losing anything here?
Society at large is losing Bugatti, but the people, us, girls like you and me.
Yeah.
And girls just want to have fun.
Damn
Just
right.
want to have fun.
Anyway, let's see. Ben Allred came in here and says, I was actually going to choose Volkswagen Audi as well. Not only do I think they are bland as fuck, but there's pretty much always a better option out there in the same price range. Meanwhile, Matt Parker says shots fired, being our resident Volkswagen geek. Yep. Michael Dillon says Porsche.
Just
I would like to point out that this group is very anti-German.
yeah.
Like,
So, Michael Dillon, on behalf of Gavin Pouquet, fuck you. Moving on.
anyway, moving on. Let's see. AJ Glasswalker. I wouldn't necessarily wipe them from existence, but GM as a whole needs to go away. Enough companies already have the ability to reproduce any of the LS series engines. Who actually buys LSs from GM anyway?
Valid point.
Nerds. Everything they've made in the last decade, save for the Corvette, has been mass-produced, reconstituted Tupperware junk.
Also, point.
They suck as a company. They're riding on brand loyalty from the 60s.
Point.
You could say that about a lot of companies, though.
Valid.
They killed Saab and
Point.
Pontiac,
Point.
and they don't even give us the good stuff. Holden and Vauxhall,
2
they
points.
need to go.
I mean, he's really harsh on that Saab thing right now.
He's really...
I mean,
Yeah,
do you
hey-
blame him?
hey,
he
AJ.
owns a 900.
Fight me in the comments right now.
Jesus.
He won't. Actually, no, he'll win.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
will.
thing.
He will win.
He'll berate you and win.
Yep, he's going to do it. I did point out to him, to be fair, they've also killed off a lot of the good stuff from Holden and Vauxhall.
You're right.
Like, you cannot get a V8 Commodore.
Nope.
You haven't been able to get one for, I think, a couple years now.
Yep.
So, Yep.
They're all the Pentastar, I believe. The 3.6.
yeah, they're
Or
V6s,
I guess GM's version of the
whatever
Pentastar.
it is. Yeah, yeah, it's a V6 and 4-cylinder. So anyway, Sam Babler, there needs to be fancy new Holden things with big V8s and no fucks. We also need whack-ass Saabs with sideways and backward-mounted engines and chain-driven tomfoolery.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I appreciate that he said tomfoolery.
I mean, you should have capitalized it.
Shut up.
Mike.
It's a pronoun.
Yes?
Actually, it's a 9.3.
I don't give a shit.
Actually.
I don't know. Come here and fight me?
I said 900.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's a 900.
Actually.
9.3.
Look, here's the thing. It's a 900 with more plastic and OBD2. You can fight me. It's fine. It's fine. Here's the thing. I don't like Saab cars, but I love Scania trucks, so I'll give you the pass.
Here's the thing. We're drunk off of expired barbecue sauce, so...
I'm 2 of these in. So
Do I want to get pistol whipped? Because that's how I get pistol whipped. Yes.
Don't
yes.
threaten me with a good time.
Hit me, Daddy.
Oh, yes. Anyway, Trent Bray, the Toyota Celica, as a BMW. But
I mean, the 4-cylinder Supra should have just been called the Celica Supra here.
it really should have been, but
They missed their mark.
I was championing for that, but no. I planted my flag in that. God damn! Anyway, Dan Chilinsky, I keep thinking of companies and go, damn, they are already dead. Let's say right now with what they have as an offering, Buick needs to die, only because they are killing one of their last interesting cars in the Regal wagon.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
Yeah.
that Regal Torex is
yeah.
fucking sweet, and we do not deserve those pretty opals.
And the colors on them, they always have such good paint jobs on them.
They really do.
Like that red they have is like, I would buy that car just for that red paint.
Say what you will about Grandma's Buick. You could get that thing in some like really good colors. Anyway, Brandon Kuhn, good thing I wore my flame retardant shirt today because I'm feeding Subaru to a panel consisting of Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Leatherface. Back when they were the rally cars to beat, they were kind of cool and almost made the right noises. Now they're just bloated and overgrown and have forgotten how mighty they were. Again, a thing you could say about literally anybody. Go ahead, Zach.
Fuck you.
God damn. Okay.
The Forester fucks.
It did.
It did.
It did until they went out there with the razor blades and made it not.
It doesn't fuck anymore.
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
It really is.
Well, the nice thing was they still did it. So that will now always be known as the fucks Forester. Like, it happened once.
Oh, yeah.
It'll always be known. It'll
Always
live on
will
in our
be.
hearts.
Anyway.
It's now the Pepe of Foresters.
Fuck. Anyway, Dan Chilinsky says, give me 2007 Subaru at the latest. I'm going all the way up to 2010 because that's the last year you could get the STI hatchback. And I like that damn thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but Subaru also has 28 cup holders for 5 seats.
Where else you getting those kind of numbers?
Yeah. Because, see, Subaru doesn't have rookie numbers.
No.
Everyone else does.
They got them numbers up.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Jackson Henderson,
Oh, God. This is going to be some fucking cancer bullshit.
as
Oh,
always.
God. Fuck.
Ford, honestly, can't think of a reason I'd buy Ford product from what they offer as of now, except to be a competitor to GM and Chrysler, but we're already fucked in this world, I guess. Also, fuck Maserati. They're down the shitter, too. Side note, fuck Zack.
Fuck Jackson.
Anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Anyway.
Huh.
I can't wait to kill you with a car I buy for you.
God, I hope you do. Anyway, let's see. Matt Barker, I have to pick Chrysler and let it drag all that is Jeep with it. Honorable mentions to GM, Subaru, and Nissan garbage. Honda.
Oh, God. Jackson literally just timed in. He's been watching.
Yep. Chirp pointed out the obvious that I posted a picture of a Scout with a Cummins swap, not a Hummer.
We get that.
That's because in the decade that we have been doing this, we don't have a picture of a fucking Hummer.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I didn't see a single Hummer at SEMA when I was taking pictures of the truck and off-road shit.
Yeah, like it's just not a thing. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll have to go like hunt down Jason Harward because he got an H1 Alpha.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
Actually, it's funny we say that because just a few weeks ago in the shop at work, we had 2 Cummins swapped military H1 Hummers.
Speaking of Cummins swapped Hummers, that dude on 7th, I think he finally sold it.
Yes,
Oh, really?
he did. There's a Porsche on that
Yep,
lift
a
now.
red Porsche.
Yeah, and he's got his Unimog out there
Yep.
with a snowblower attachment on the front.
I mean,
I fuck that Unimog every time I drive past.
it's the time
I
of
will
year.
purposely he's literally like, okay, you draw a line due east from 7th where his house is, you hit my apartment complex. So
Yeah.
like I stalked the shit out of that thing. That's one of 185 Unimogs in the US.
Yeah.
Of that model.
Yeah, it's.
I want it. I want it so bad.
Yeah, for those in the Salt Lake Valley, it's 7th East and like 40th South.
No, it's like 30. It's between 33rd and 39th.
Oh yeah,
My
so
apartment's
yeah,
like
yeah.
almost
I
37.
went the wrong way.
South.
Yeah. So
now see,
yeah,
he's like
37th.
30, 38, 90 south.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, and there's always he always
Open
has something.
till
No.
What?
No, don't.
open weekdays.
No.
Weekdays till 8, Saturdays till
till
5,
5,
closed
closed
Sundays.
Sunday.
Also available online at shaneco.com.
Okay.
I knew where you were going with that.
So
Thank
I have
you.
a quick story about that.
I was trying to stop that.
I was in Seattle. I heard that, but it was 1320 Maple Street, open Sundays, online at shanco.com.
Interesting.
Because
it was the same way in New Mexico.
Yeah. Shanco is a brand out of Denver,
Yeah.
and like
No. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's see. Brandon Kuntz sent in a letter. He let me pull it up on the old phone here real quick because he worded it very interestingly. So, let's see. A question for the esteemed panel. What is the most terrible yet entertaining drag race you can think of? Say, a Berlinetta Camaro versus a DMC 12. Terrible along those lines.
I have a video.
Whoa.
Oh,
This is not to stroke Jackson's ego by any means, but
but
I have a
here we
video.
are,
you guys talk until me to find it.
spinning in your hand, going under the table.
I've got a brand that needs to go.
Okay, what's brand that needs to go?
Fuck you, Jackson.
Land Rover.
But it's basically a Jaguar.
I mean,
Right. What's the point?
They're getting better. Like if this
Well,
was
here's
like,
the thing. Why buy a Land Rover when you could just buy a Jag F-Pace?
yeah, but no. You're not
But-
wrong, but you're not right.
you're not-
But I mean, why though? Like, why?
they're different enough. Like they occupy kind of the same like space as far as who's going to buy them. However, they're
Here's the thing, if
different
you
enough
want-
products.
If you want a fast SUV,
Yeah.
you're gonna go buy something from Porsche. You're gonna go buy an X6. You're gonna go buy a fucking Audi.
Audi SQ7 or whatever.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. Or you're gonna buy a Trackhawk Grand Cherokee SRT8.
RSQ7.
Well, I'm ready to answer your question.
Alphabet soup.
Gesundheit. Moving on.
Hit it up.
Oh, for the love of Christ. What are we... Zack, describe what we're watching. For
I
the
mean,
love of-
I
is it
see-
your shitbox Subaru versus Jackson's shitbox Honda?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Where is that at?
That was at RMR.
Okay,
There's
okay.
no one else there except us, and we had permission to be there.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a story for another time, but
Beautiful.
We'll get to it
Um,
later.
yeah. Then here's another angle.
Oh, Jesus.
Is Honda is before this was 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
God.
Did you beat him?
No.
Oh.
Well, he makes virtually the same horsepower, but weighs 400 pounds off. Yeah, 500 pounds less.
Okay.
All right.
That's fair.
there you go.
That's fair.
So that to answer your question, yeah, that's the worst race I could possibly imagine because those are the 2 slowest cars that I have ever could think of that would run a drag strip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm trying
To
to
just fucking just dig hole your whole conversation here.
No, I'm trying to think of like what like shitty cars have been like Indy 500 pace cars. Cuz just two of those Indy 500 pace car editions.
2.3 Mustang.
I don't think Mustang has been. I think it's been most
No. The Mustang had a pace car edition, and it was the 2.3 turbo.
What
They
was
had-
it? Was it the Indy 500 though?
It was,
no,
it was a
no.
79. I think it was an Indy pace car.
Really?
I don't know if it was Indy. I know it was NASCAR for sure, but I don't.
Well,
I can't.
Either way, I'm
Speak
thinking
to it.
probably just choked out like C3s. decked out in their black and gray Indy 500 Pace Car Edition glory. Because fuck it. Oh, God.
He's just rambling about us now.
Yes, he is. Good job. Good job, Jack.
Yeah, Jack says 17-second quarter miles. I would say more like 19-second quarter mile times.
20 minutes. 20 minutes if it's a day.
Indianapolis 500.
Oh.
1979 Mustang pace car.
Holy shit.
That 79 is on a Fox body.
Yeah.
79 is absolutely a Fox body. It's the first year of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, so let's go. I'm
Yeah.
done then.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
cow.
exactly what we're talking about.
So
That's exact car about too. Is that
That's
exact one
exactly
Oh my
with the
God.
gray
It's
with
the
the red?
23rd annual Indianapolis 500-mile race.
Yeah, it's the like emerald gray on
That's
red
It's the pearl
lettering.
gray with orange and red striping and the black bottom half.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a 79.
And
It's
there's
4i.
one in
They're
Utah.
all hatchbacks.
There's one in Utah,
Mhm.
up in
There's actually a couple. There are a couple.
There's
They
a-
had the Capri RS air dam,
Ooh.
Oh, really?
and then they were a carbureted draw-through 2.3 turbo Lima motor.
Oh, boy.
So there's a guy up in Clinton almost who has just like 40 of them. I posted a photo and just so many of them
Holy
Huh.
shit. All right.
Interesting.
of Fox bodies, not
Where,
not
are we
pace
going
cars.
down a rabbit hole on this one?
Okay, so the driving line has an article, 10 most memorable Indianapolis 500 pace cars.
Nice.
So the top is clear the ubiquitous black and gray with the red stripe, red pinstripe C3 Corvette,
Right?
making all of 180 horsepower.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was the
Because-
fiberglass ass C3.
Damn right.
Yep.
Let's see. The 2002 Oldsmobile Bravada.
That hurts.
Oh, man.
I mean, and it had some ridiculous wheels on it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did not fit.
Oh, yeah. Man. The 1930 Cord L29, which is
Dave and his chords.
interesting. Let's see. 64 Mustang, 67 Camaro SS,
Mhm.
78 Corvette, baby.
That's what we're
That
talking
looks
about.
good though.
Yep.
Yep.
And all that sidewall.
Probably one of the better looking
Oh, yeah.
of the pace cars.
The 89 Turbo Trans Am,
Yep.
the 1990 Chevrolet Beretta.
Beretta Indy, baby.
Fuck and yes.
That's
there's
some Litwood bullshit
So
right there.
there is a guy. No, that's definitely Radwood.
What
90?
year was it?
90.
1990.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So there's a guy down in Pleasant Grove that owns a yellow Beretta Indy that he
Ooh.
daily drives,
Really?
Ooh.
and he has like 3 or 4 other like Berettas, like Z24s, Z34s. I think he has another Indy.
Jesus.
I think he has a teal Indy as well. But
my
he was
God.
always raping all the Berettas and Corsicas of their salvageable parts when I worked at the junkyard down there.
Got to keep those things going.
Right, exactly.
Let's see. The 91 Dodge Viper.
And it didn't crash?
The 98 Corvette, the first of the C5.
Actually, technically the second year.
Close enough.
Whatever.
Yep. And the 97 Oldsmobile Aurora.
Which,
Oh,
for
God.
whatever reason.
And it has what
It has
the fuck?
near the same wheels that the fucking Bravada did. And they cut the roof out.
Yeah. You know what?
Putmobile style.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the Battle of the Dead Ones. The Bravada versus the Alero, or the Aurora.
I mean, Alero's not far from the truth.
Might as well be the fucking same thing. So, yeah, there we go.
So it would look similar to Jackson Ice race.
Here's the thing. I've
16, 18-second races.
I've always said that the Oldsmobile Aurora just looked like, okay, you guys know the Monte Carlo,
Yeah.
the front wheel drive Monte Carlos,
Oh, the
like-
SS's, yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
the Intimidators and the SSs and shit like that, right? If you took a Monte Carlo and made it look like a Saturn SL2,
Yeah.
that's the Oldsmobile Aurora.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
So there we go.
I'm throwing hella shade. I get it.
Yeah.
But I get it though. I get
Most terrible yet entertaining drag race.
Yeah.
1982 Maserati biturbo
it. It won't make it on the other strip.
versus Lada Niva 4x4.
So is
Jesus.
it see which one pulls up first?
Backwards.
Man. All right. So you're planning out a weekend, aren't you?
Whole weekend.
The other
The
one.
whole ass.
The other one I was going to pick was some kind of 4x4 low range race, but I couldn't think of two good enough cars for that.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
I don't know. Unimog versus G Wagon.
Have you seen the Unimogs in crawl mode?
Oh yeah, it's
They're less than 1 mile per hour.
Yeah.
God damn.
well, because don't they have like 3 reverses or some shit like
well,
that?
no. So you have working gears, low-range off-road gears, and then you have what they call crawl ratios. And you can put all of those reductions in series.
Holy shit.
So you could go first gear, which is really low range, crawl and gauge.
It's
And
like
you're in like I think it's 4,000 to 1 crawl ratio.
Dear
Keep in
God.
mind, you've got gear reduction in the axles because they're portal axles. There's
So
some
they can't-
ridiculous ring and pinion ratio, and there's no such thing as overdrive in an ancient Unimog.
Nope.
I watched a video of a guy on a first-gen 4Runner who had the Merlin crawler,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he had stacked. He had 4 of them stacked.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
And he literally just
That's
put
4 to 1, 4 to 1, 4 to 1, 4 to 1 with a 4 to 1 first gear and
Yeah.
probably 4 10s in the diffs
Yeah.
at least.
So he just puts it all the way into the low and
that's-
gets out. Just gets
Yeah.
out. And there's a rock, I don't know, probably as high as this table. And it just works its way up the clock. He put it in time lapse mode too. It works its way up the fucking rock.
So that's the
For
thing.
sure.
Like, so I've been in a twin T-case Toyota before with like ridiculous diff gearing and stuff like that, right? So when he shifts everything into low range,
you got, like-
throws it in first gear, and just dumps the clutch at idle, and it still took a solid second for the drivetrain slack
Yep,
to come out,
yep.
and then it just kind of like nudged forward and stopped. Kind of went backwards, bound up again, nudged forward and stopped, and it did this little fucking inchworm thing for about 45 seconds, and I think we made it all of like 10 feet.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
AJ, 90s tacos and Nissan Pathfinders through the low range.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
oh yeah,
Yep.
yep. Low range through the whole box. Oh, dude, have you ever been in low range in a Toyota in overdrive?
So
They whine like
Oh,
fucking
they do.
sirens.
My range, or not my range, or
shit.
my 4Runner. But the worst though was my Jeep. So when I picked it up, the owner of it, Park City Resorts, the guy who was selling it to me, wanted to drive it for one last time. So we dropped down to this mud pit, and he puts it into the 4L, and rams through all 4 or 5 gears, basically standing still in this mud box.
I believe it.
Whap bap, because he's revving out this 350 like no tomorrow. I'm like, okay, he's gonna break my car before I pay him for it. Fuck.
Man.
Like pushing that kind of power through a low range box is kind of scary.
That's incredibly sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very dicey.
Yeah. Maybe that's why the third gear synchro went out like 200 miles later.
Whatever, no big deal.
Whatever. Anyway, let's do a couple of these shenaniganries here. So we've got ruining your life just got easier. Every restaurant has a drive-thru if you try hard enough. New Zealand, world leader in coffee cup technology. Like jelly beans but hate yourself? Great news! And Florida Man versus Salt Bay.
So we didn't do New Zealand last time, and I really wanted to do New Zealand last time.
I'm really feeling the world leader in coffee cup technology.
Okay, so from the takeout, New Zealand, land of geniuses, develops cookie coffee cups.
Oh, God, what?
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Airline waste is a real problem. All those extra plastic cups and forks all being schlepped around the world in a machine that emits tons of carbon waste. But what if you could eat your garbage? Air New Zealand is experimenting with edible coffee cups. They're basically just cookies.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yes.
You had me at hello. Call
Coffee,
me a trash panda.
coffee and cookies is such a delightful combination. Twice, the family-owned business that manufactures the cups swears they don't leak and that they stay crisp at least as long as it takes to drink your coffee and longer. The company's co-founder, Jamie Cashmore, credits the cups to Kiwi ingenuity. The cups have already been available at 14 Earthbound cafes in New Zealand. We would be happy to fly to New Zealand to verify that these cups really work.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I want that.
that's pretty fucking sweet. I am so down for
I
that.
need that.
Yeah.
But what happens when you're on a plane and you don't want to eat the cup?
Well, then you give it to the person next to you. I'm sure the fat ass at the window seat that you wanted will
I'm down.
gladly take your edible cup.
Yeah, I mean, so they're made from flour, sugar, eggs, vanilla essence. So they're basically just sugar cookies.
Yeah, and then it don't taste like coffee, which is even better.
Yeah. Anyway,
Beautiful.
so there we go.
Like jelly beans, I hate yourself. Yeah, I like that one.
All right, Zach, you concur?
Sure, yeah, fuck it.
I mean, we all hate ourselves, so we might as
Okay,
well.
again, from the takeout, Jelly Belly debuts sparkling water, and the flavors are way too normal.
Oh, God, what?
Wait, what?
Jelly Belly is making sparkling water.
God damn it! Don't fuck with my childhood like
I
this.
want fucking booger-flavored sparkling water.
Right now, the Jelly Belly waters will come in the following flavors: French vanilla,
Ew.
lemon lime,
Okay.
orange sherbet,
Yes.
pina colada, Pink grapefruit,
Okay.
tangerine,
Yeah.
berry cherry, and watermelon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So LaCroix.
Yeah, basically, yeah. By the way, I did not know this. LaCroix is made in western Wisconsin.
What, really?
Yeah,
Sky Blue Waters.
I guess so.
Well, does that mean it's like a Coke franchise or whatever?
No, I don't think so. I think LaCroix is its own thing. But,
Huh.
yeah. Apparently us Midwestern folk, we somehow simultaneously love to get shit-hammered and also love our alcohol-free stuff.
Huh.
Yep. So, let's see. The author, Grace Perry, of this article, she proposes the following flavors. Buttered popcorn, the perfect bubbly water for anyone who loves going to the movies but hates feeling satisfied in any way.
Okay.
Classic cocktail package. Yes, Jelly Belly makes an alcohol-free package of cocktail-flavored beans, including Mojito, Margarita, and
The
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmo is actually my favorite jelly bean from Jelly Belly.
The water version would be ideal for those who love drinking, but not really at all. Tabasco. Looking to get out of hosting duties for the rest of your life? Just serve guests Tabasco-flavored sparkling water.
I mean, I'm in.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
And finally, toasted marshmallow for camping. Combine it with a sip of chocolate pudding water to taste the withered husk of a s'more.
Well, so what I see this is I like better is the idea in around Halloween time that the what was it
Like the weird flavers.
yeah, it was like the
Like earwax and
yeah.
dog food.
yeah the
Earwax,
toothpaste.
earthworm.
Yeah, there you go.
Toothpaste,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Yep. So, there you go.
Flavored water. You want toothpaste flavored water?
Who doesn't?
Mm.
Anyway, Dave, where are we at as far as blowing past the clock?
I mean, we could probably hit one more.
Okay, let's do one more. All right, guys. Ruining Your Life just got easier. Every restaurant has a drive-thru if you try hard enough. Or Florida Man versus Salt Bay.
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay. it
Yeah, we haven't
is.
done a Florida person of interest thing in a hot minute.
Okay.
I've been kind of missing it.
Again, from the takeout, Florida Man refuses to pay for gold-plated steak he didn't order. Salt Bay calls cops.
Oh, so this
Wow.
guy has a restaurant in Dubai, Miami, I think somewhere in China or that area. So I follow him on Instagram. He's like,
Yep.
he's a fucking personality.
Salt Bay, beloved meme, Instagram phenomenon, maestro of core strength, bachelor father of 13, and the man behind a global chain of obscenely expensive restaurants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. You don't go there necessarily because you're looking to get a good steak. You go there to see what, it's an experience.
Yeah. So I follow him on Instagram, and so he does that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And also he does his stories are like, I'm currently not. He doesn't talk. I don't think I've ever heard him talk, but
No.
it's like I am cooking Angelina Jolie's steak right now, or
Yeah.
I'm cooking I don't know, fucking I'm trying to think of an F1 name driver, Fernando Alonso's steak right
There it
now.
is.
Like
Okay.
But no, you can get a fucking tomahawk covered in 25 karat gold.
All right.
is there a price on it? 'Cause I've always wondered the pricing.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Florida man Dwayne Miranda visited the Miami location of Mr. Bay's Nusret Steakhouse,
Yep.
fully aware that dinner was going to cost a pretty penny. In fact, in speaking to the Miami Herald, Miranda stressed that he's, quote, no stranger to 4- and 5-figure checks, end quote. He had no issues with paying $50 for his sea bass entree, thought the $30 burrata and the $35 beef tartare appetizers were reasonably priced, and didn't mind the $25 baklava one bit.
All right.
After his party of 6 enjoyed their food, a Copacabana Mule at $30, 2 Tito's Martinis totaling $56, a Casamigos Reposada Tequila, $27, 2 Glenfiddich 12-year-old scotches totaling $52, 2 Grey Goose Martinis, $56, 1 Don Julio Blanco Tequila, $25, 1 bottle of 2017 Camus Cabernet, $275, and 5 bottles of water totaling $50.
Okay.
I could see a $10 bottle of water at this restaurant.
Yeah, at this point, with some of these prices that have been thrown out there, that's the least surprising thing you could have told me. It was time to settle the check. When it arrived, Miranda was shocked to see that he had been charged $2,000 for 2 24-karat gold-coated, highly marbled Wagyu tomahawk ribeyes, and another $1,000 for a rack of lamb, which was also covered in gold. Miranda had indeed ordered the 2 tomahawk ribeyes and a rack of lamb, but he ordered the economy versions, priced at $275 and $210 respectively. He absolutely did not order the gold versions that his table was served when Miranda told the Herald that when he received the gold entrees, he thought the embellishment was simply a part of the standard presentation. wasn't until the bill arrived that Miranda figured out what had happened, and he was pissed. After he disputed the bill and declared that his group wouldn't leave until the gold upcharge was removed, restaurant management responded by calling the police. This is my favorite sentence ever.
I love this.
In his Yelp review, in which he refers to the Salt Bay as a communist-loving piece of crap, Miranda said he believes the waiter was trying to take advantage of the situation and that, quote, apparently they have contacted law enforcement 11 other times over billing disputes since they opened less than 2 years ago, end quote.
Huh.
Yep. The Herald writes that police confirmed this claim, though only 3 reports were actually filed and none have been pursued further. The general manager, who would only identify himself to the Herald as Oguz, provided further clarification, saying that he had to call police only twice last month.
Okay.
Yep. After an hour with the cops, Miranda and his 5 companions agreed to pay the bill, though he disclosed on Yelp. I love that he's airing this shit out on Yelp.
Yeah, of course.
Fucking hell! Like, you could have bought a Corolla for the for like his bill.
I bought basically
no.
all my cars for less than this.
Oh, man. He disclosed on Yelp that he did not pay the service charge that the restaurant, quote, argued was included, end quote. He asked American Express to dispute the charge, but his search for justice has not ended there.
Oh, boy.
I will make it my mission to expose these pieces of crap for what they are, he writes on Yelp. He brought the bones of the golden tomahawks home in a doggy bag, and he intends to bring them to a lab for full analysis of the allegedly 24-karat gold. One way or another, vengeance shall be his.
Jesus, dude.
Watch your back, Salt Bay, if that's your real name.
God damn!
Yup,
Fucking crazy.
right? So there you go.
Also, AJ will eat my cup.
Okay,
Of course he will.
Yep.
Shall we wrap it up?
let's wrap it up, folks.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining us on the stream, and thank you out there for listening to us.
Yes.
We greatly appreciate it. If you would like to watch us, we stream this every Monday night. Once a month we go live to everybody, but the other weeks, you can go ahead and put that up. Yeah. The other weeks, it is just patrons only, members of our Shenanigans Facebook group, which you can get yourself into for the low price of $5 a month on Patreon.
That's exactly right.
Head to patreon.com/camautomag. Support us for whatever dollar amount you want, but $5 is how you get in the group, how you watch us every week, and how you get to see some sweet-ass bonus content.
Exactly.
Head over to camautoswag.com to support us. That's a thing you can do. And also support our longtime sponsor, Steady Broke Clothing.
They are steady.broke on all the social medias, steadybroke.com. Go ahead and check out their high-quality, affordably priced gear, and throw CamAuto15 in the coupon code box at checkout. Gives you 15% off the entire order. Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams.
Stay broke.
There it is.
Follow us on all the social medias. We are at CamAutomag on a lot of them. Find this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Like, rate, review, subscribe, share with your friends, do all that fun stuff.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Is that all the housekeeping?
That's pretty much it.
Hey, check me out further on Performance R&D, where we're doing all the Rotary-related stuff you can imagine. We're doing daily tips of the day. We're also doing build vlogs and stuff, too.
Daily Tips of the Day, brought to you by the Department of the Redundancy Department.
Yep.
There it is.
We did one, our most recent one was talking about snout runout and how to measure it. So,
Very
yeah.
cool.
All right. We also have another thing going. It's called Nerding for Beginners. There's a website now, nerdingforbeginners.com.
Check it out.
Go check that out. Also on YouTube. Just search Nerding for Beginners. I have to get some people to subscribe before they'll let me do youtube.com/nerdingforbeginners.
Right.
But whatever.
So go do that.
Yeah.
We're working on some good content for you guys. It's
yeah.
myself, my girlfriend Brandy. We've got Mike. We've got Brandon Kuhn.
Sometimes
We've
me.
got Glenn. Sometimes you.
Sometimes even Zack.
Sometimes even Zack. We've pretty much killed your character.
Yeah.
I told Mike that, like, yeah, we had.
You can come back and play some NPCs.
Oh my God, yes.
He can be the guy at the bar.
Zack is Terry, the boom mic operator.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
There it is. He just follows us around. He doesn't do anything.
Terry, the dead kitty's in the shot. We got it.
Just every now and again, he just is like, I got to go take this call.
Okay, take this call. We'll be back in a minute. Bye.
Right when combat's about to start, I got to go.
I gotta go.
I got to go.
Hey,
Gotta get out of here.
did you guys see my new shoe?
Oh, look at the time.
Well, sorry, guys. Got to go.
Wow.
I can't get these dirty.
Wow.
Have fun. Let me know. Call.
There it is. So there we go, folks, for episode 247 of the Camcast. I've been Mike.
Hello.
And have been Zach.
Okay.
And good night, everybody
Wow.
watching the stream.
Guns. All right.
Fuck
Fade out.
this shit.
Thank you.
Nope. Hold on. There it is. Fuck.
First, that guy's trying to sell me soap for my balls. Now he's trying to tell me how to manscape.
He can go right ahead and fuck himself.
I can't get no satisfaction.
Oh, will you give me a yeet real quick?